It's been some time since I have placed a video. Um, this morning, there are some things running through the mind that I feel need to be spoken or put out. So I'm going to do that. This label I have that I am known as Missy, this is my label, right? I am called by this name. This label is one of many. Some of the other ones I have been given would be conspiracy theorist. Why that is important, I don't know, but that is one I've been given. Some have called me a Christian and some have called me a heretic. So on those lines, I will speak to this idea of almost a political alignment. So I had once considered myself a Democrat. I had once aligned myself to those principles. And this is the danger in politics. And this is what I will say about that. The ideas and concepts put forth by a party are not bad in and of themselves. The issues come when they publicly state intentions that are not their real intentions. Okay? Kind hearts, good intended minds become aligned or affiliated with these concepts and ideas as they are given them. What does that mean? It means in the light in which they are shown to us. Okay? And there are many of us who understood that these things were good concepts, good ideas. Yes, we want equality. Yes, we want okay. When we get to the level of spirit, what we understand is we already have these things. We already have these things, and there are much more universal principles at play. Okay, so let's look at that just a little more closely. Christianity, for one, okay? There is a thin line here where religion has blurred into the political realms as far as the subject of abortion, okay? On this subject, I have offended, angered many, because I am a follower of Christ and Christ's message. I am not for abortion. I am not against abortion, except what I choose for myself. Because the message of Christ tells me that I have that choice because I am creating my human experience. I believe everyone should be able to have their choice, as one Christ is not to assume power over another. Okay? This is the ultimate testament to equality. I have a choice whether I allow someone to stick a needle in my arm. That's my choice. Therefore, I also have a choice what I'm willing to allow to occur to my body. Okay? Whether it be abortion, whether it be vaccination, it doesn't matter. It's my choice. We must be very careful that we do not get sucked into the shadow areas of concepts and ideas. The shadow areas are where we get manipulated away from love, away from Christ. I would counsel that if any of you have a strong feeling about, one second, sorry about that. If any of you have a strong feeling about abortion, whether it's right or wrong, I would counsel that as something for you to look at. If it is not occurring to your body, I would counsel that stay in your own lane. We do not have the right to dictate the experiences that Christ have on this earth plane. If you don't understand what I mean by that, by calling us all Christ, you may want to look at some of my other videos. There is one incarnate here, and it is Christ. And each and every one of us are an aspect of that one. As Christ, I recognize that everyone else is Christ also. Whatever experience they want to have, I don't have the right or the authority to stop it. I don't have the right or the authority to dictate it to them. All I have the right and authority to do is make choices for myself as Christ. If a man wants to stand and preach something different than the church has preached for eons, and there are those who become offended by what he teaches, and there are those who wish to crucify him because his teachings threaten the stronghold, the power, the legitimacy of ideas and concepts that are already in place. I would be one that would say that man has the right to say what he wants. It is your choice to listen to him or not. I would be one that would say that and say you cannot crucify this man. And I would do everything in my power, I would hope, to keep that from happening. But obviously it was meant to occur because it did, okay? And maybe that's why some of us weren't present for it. So keep these things in mind as you go about your days, as we are conditioned by corrupted ideas, by corrupted concepts. We are conditioned to see everything a certain way. There are programs available to us that help us to unwrite those programs. One of them is A Course in Miracles. Another one is A Course of Love. Another one is The Way of Mastery. These things help to undo what has been done to our perceptions. It allows us to reach a point where we see more clearly as we let go of those conditionings. We also, those of us who see through the illusions to some degree, must be cautioned to have the utmost compassion for those still ensnared in the program. I would say all of us, all of our minds have been corrupted. And this is how I will use this word corruption. Okay? Take away the idea you have about what corruption is. In this sense, corruption is when something that was pure has been altered. Something that was truth has been altered. And that is true for everything, except the very simplest idea, which is love is all there is. Nothing else is real. Nothing else is real. So if ever in doubt, come back to that. Love is all there is. Everything else is of the world. Everything else is worldly. To see the truth requires a letting go of every thought, idea, concept, belief, structure, association, attachment to those things. To see the truth requires that we are willing to die of the self, in a sense, meaning let go of the labels you claim is you in this world. Let go of the ideas you think are you in this human experience. You will not see truth until you do. If you value how you are seen by others, if you value an image and you seek to represent that image, that's your golden cow. Those of you who are Christians know what I'm talking about. That becomes your God above God. Understand? The small self, there is a thou shalt have no God before me. If we look at this from a loving place, God is saying, be careful not to place your ideas, your beliefs, your labels, your self-identity above me, because when you do, you overshadow your divinity. And that is true. God is love absolute. If there could ever be an absolute, it is that. God is love absolute. And that is what we are in our divine form, in our divinity, which we never lose. And some of you will be angered by what I'm saying. We never lose our divine light. We never lose that. It is the only thing that we keep. No matter what behavior we enact on this planet, no matter what role we play, we are still the children of God, created in perfection in the image and likeness of that one. Always. Sometimes people will come into our experience and it will be a less than pleasant exchange or interaction. This is happening because our true selves, our divine soul, says there's something we need to learn. I'm going to attract this person in, because where this person is in their life experience, they're able to bring this to light for us through their energetic frequency or vibration in this moment, in this time, in this place. So sometimes we will have unpleasant, uncomfortable interactions. That way, those shadowy parts of what we haven't cleared out, what we haven't let go of, the parts of self, the small self we're still clinging to, can come to the surface. Okay? So when that comes to the surface, then you have a choice even then. You can focus and fixate on the behavior of another, or you can realize what is going on within your own body experience. Okay? You can look at how this idea, concept, whatever it is, belief structure you have about this experience keeps you from Christ, keeps you from God, keeps you from love. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what's going on out there that I was inspired to put this out today. I don't know. So whoever this message is for, I know that it will reach you because that is how Spirit works. And in peace and love, may you be blessed.